A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. KYIV, Ukraine. In a dramatic escalation of hostilities, Russia launched a significant missile and drone barrage against Ukraine overnight, deploying 653 drones and 51 missiles. This aggressive assault coincided with Ukraine's Armed Forces Day and prompted air raid alerts across the nation. Ukrainian air defenses successfully intercepted and neutralized 585 drones and 30 missiles, but the attacks still managed to strike 29 locations, resulting in at least 8 injuries, as reported by Ukrainian Minister of Internal Affairs Igor Klimenko. Among the wounded, 3 individuals were from the KYIV region, highlighting the widespread impact of the assault. The drone sightings extended as far west as Lviv, underscoring the extensive reach of the Russian offensive. The attacks targeted critical infrastructure, particularly energy facilities, as confirmed by Ukraine's national energy operator, Ukrenergo. President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the assault, noting that a drone strike had notably damaged the train station in Fastiv, just outside of Kyiv. This incident illustrates the ongoing threat to civilian infrastructure, as Kyiv and its allies accuse Russia of attempting to cripple Ukraine's power grid, effectively weaponizing the cold as winter approaches. In a counter-response, Russia's Ministry of Defense claimed to have shot down 116 Ukrainian drones over its territory during the same time frame. Meanwhile, reports from Russian Telegram news channel Astra indicated that Ukraine had targeted the Ryazan oil refinery, showcasing footage of a fire and smoke rising from the facility. However, the authenticity of this footage remains unverified as Ukraine has yet to comment on the alleged attack. The backdrop of this military escalation is a series of ongoing peace talks between U.S. and Ukrainian officials, which are now entering their 3rd day in Florida. Following 2 days of discussions, advisors to U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian negotiators expressed cautious optimism about reaching a consensus on a security framework for post-war Ukraine. However, they acknowledged that tangible progress hinges on Russia's willingness to demonstrate a serious commitment to achieving long-term peace. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, alongside Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, and Ukrainian negotiators Rustem Umerov and Andriy Nadov, emphasized that any real advancements in negotiations would depend on Russia's readiness to de-escalate and cease hostilities. The talks have been marked by a sober assessment of the situation, reflecting on the challenges posed by Russia's continued military aggression. The recent missile and drone attacks further complicate the peace process, as they come amidst a backdrop of failed negotiations in Moscow that failed to yield any breakthroughs. Ukrainian President Zelensky has openly criticized the Russian attacks, asserting that they are a blatant disregard for peace efforts and a continuation of targeting civilian infrastructure. In the wake of these developments, Ukraine's energy ministry reported that Russian strikes had affected energy facilities in 8 regions, leading to widespread blackouts. Additionally, the UN's nuclear watchdog reported that the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant temporarily lost all external power, marking the 11th occurrence of such an incident since the onset of the conflict. As the discussions in Florida continue, the focus remains on establishing a framework for security arrangements that could facilitate a lasting peace. However, the prospect of achieving this is clouded by ongoing military actions and Russia's historical reluctance to engage in meaningful negotiations. The situation remains fluid, with the potential for further escalations as both sides navigate the complexities of war and diplomacy. In conclusion, the recent missile and drone attacks underscore the precarious state of affairs in Ukraine as it grapples with both military aggression from Russia and the challenge of negotiating a path towards peace. The resilience of the Ukrainian forces, coupled with the ongoing diplomatic efforts, will be crucial in shaping the future of Ukraine amidst this ongoing conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.